Let me revisit the subject of today's presentation. Is the black man an endangered species? The question arises, if a major diversion in the present course that we African Americans find ourselves on does not occur, could we be on the pathway, or could it spell the dawning of extinction of our people? Let's take a look at the situation. First off, incidence, morbidity, and mortality rates have a direct relationship with time. Future projections of cancer, heart disease, hypertension, obesity, kidney failure, stroke, diabetes, and other systemic disease rates increase as time moves forward. The aforementioned maladies not only negatively impacts quality of life, but contributes to a great many premature deaths each year. Now, what does this all mean? For those of you who peruse the obituaries and public announcements in various magazines listing the names and ages of the recently dearly departed, you will be quite unpleasantly disturbed by the rates of which we are losing African Americans prematurely. As a physician, I have had countless experiences of having young people present to me with histories of stroke, high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, obesity, neurological conditions, and the like. The statistics are bearing out. Now let's turn to HIV/AIDS. In 1999, 7,893 African Americans died of HIV/AIDS, which is the 6th leading cause of death for African American males and the 10th leading cause of death for African American females. In the year 2000, 47% of all cases reported in the United States were among African Americans, and the rate of new AIDS cases among African Americans was almost 10 times higher than among non-Hispanic whites. In AIDS cases among all African American females, 55% were due to IV drug use or sex with an IV drug user. Due to the nefarious nature of HIV and the routes of transmission, i.e. drugs, whereby there is an artificial, strong desire to pursue behavior that increases one's risk of contracting this disease, and sexual intercourse, whereby there is a natural drive for pleasure and procreation, whereby mates as well as offspring can become infected and potentially entire families can be wiped out from a single encounter. This disease, by its very nature, threatens the future of African Americans. The African American lifestyle has become a primary factor in leading to the decline in health status that has become the subject of a voluminous number of reports and articles. The human body is a very complex organism that must remain in balance. Optimal health and abuse of the body are two mutually exclusive conditions, in my humble opinion. Attitude and lack of knowledge can greatly impede the process of rectifying the health crisis within our community. Far too many of our people don't spend enough time becoming informed about the things that matter. Attitude about priorities are quite alarming amongst many within the African American community. I have for many years worked to educate our people about prevention and wellness, yet I have had very few people take heed to the appeals and warnings. I have had countless individuals shun me when the issue of the nominal cost for my services arose. The song and dance around not wanting to spend money to help one stay healthy is so colorful that Bojangles or Asteric could not hold a stick to it. What's a couple of $100s when it comes to one's health? If you want a case of sticker shock, check out the cost of hip or knee replacement surgery, heart or kidney transplant, and the price of medication these days. It's very troubling to admit this to you, but I really feel for the many individuals who knew for years I was a practitioner of alternative medicine Yet these individuals never bothered to solicit my help until after a doctor had rendered them a tragic diagnosis. The matter of misplaced priorities comes full circle when one considers the amount of money we African Americans spend on things that do little to foster good health and longevity. According to an article on black spending in the year 2002, we African Americans spent $22.9 billion on clothes, $3.2 billion on electronics, $11.6 billion on furniture, $46.7 billion on automobiles. We were responsible for 30% of overall Scotch consumption, in spite of only comprising 11% of the population, and have an overall gross yearly income of $631 billion. The desire for instant gratification and social acceptance comes at the expense of our future and is a travesty when our health is pushed to the fringes of our list of priorities.